Yo, goal to Fernandez, assisted by Pogba. I do not think that's going to be the last time we hear that as Manchester United fans. Brighton versus Manchester United, post-match reaction, 3-0. Completely blew them away. Won it at a canter, if you ask me. I'm absolutely delighted. And I said it in the name of this stream, let's get carried away. We deserve to, as United fans. We deserve to have a little bit of a process in these results, and let's get carried away with them. We've been down in the dumps after games like this for year after year, it feels like. But all of a sudden, it feels like we've got the old Manchester United back. Dedrick's here. Where was you at half time? Slacking is the answer to that one. We're going to win the World Cup, Max. You fucking know we are, man. You fucking know. We got so much to go through. We need to go through man of the matches. We need to go through the goals. We need to go through performances of players who may have gone a little bit under the radar, Matic. But all in all, let's start from the start. I didn't actually catch Rodder's stream pre-match. Mark, how you doing, man? But straight away, that team lineup, you could see that we were going to win this game for me. Was loving Greenwood out the right, and he absolutely delivered, to be honest. One of the best right wing performances I've seen from a United player in a while. Man of the match, Bruno, no contest. Beating the Farmers, as I said we would, says George. Yes, we did beat them, and we beat them convincingly. I mean, that result could have been 5, 6, 7 if we really wanted it. Fernandez will scoop the man of the match, and rightly so. That man is a fucking machine. I mean, take away the man's creativity, which is a huge part of his game, but he is everywhere on that pitch. He's got an engine to back the creativity, and I think we're starting to see everyone flourish around him, and that is a sign of a very, very good player. Same team as against Sheffield Wednesday, which was 100% the right decision. Green was amazing. Greenwood was so good. Big credit to Ollie for playing the same team for me. It was the right decision to do, and I'm pleased he did. Another superb performance from Matic as well, if you ask me. Pogba, who I thought was absolutely incredible, but still so much more to come out of him. I think we're just starting to see the real Paul Pogba at Manchester United, and look, he needs the players around him, and boy, has he got him. I know I'm nitpicking, but I'm not the only one who gets bored once we make it ourselves. Yeah, 100% Dedrick. That's football at the minute. The drinks breaks aren't great. The having 5 subs aren't great, but however, with the run of fixtures we got coming up, it's absolutely the right decision. And when games are dead like that, we're absolutely right to kill them off. Beck says, "What a performance! It was such a beast of a performance. It was dominant. It was soul destroying from a Brighton point of view. Pereira's crap once again. I mean, look, there's a few minor negatives for me, but and we will discuss them, but it's best not to dwell on them. And one of them for me is Rashford's performance. But let's go from. I'm going to do my player ratings, and let's see if you guys agree. Whether you disagree. Dedrick, I wanted an Igalo goal. That guy is a god. I actually love Igalo, and I think he's perfect for our team where it's at right now. Nearly made him fall back in love with Prem football. Yeah, I mean, there's no crowd. I'd have loved to have seen Bruno score that goal in front of a crowd. De Gea 7. I was going to give him a 7. Little to do, but he did make 2 quite clutch saves. People very quick to jump on him after his bad performance, but he's, that was a mistake. Maguire made a mistake as well. And Maguire looks solid as well. I'm actually going to give Luke Shaw a 7 as well. A guy that's been hammered a lot recently for not giving us enough attacking wise. I actually loved the fact that he was making. You could see there was a conscious effort. He's obviously been told to overlap Rashford more, and I think he done just that. I'm going to give Maguire a 7 and Lindelof a 6. Reason being was I think Maguire played better than Lindelof. I think Maguire's header to set up the counter-attacking goal was amazing. Look, you could throw it either way. You could give Maguire an 8 and Lindelof a 7. I've just decided to do Maguire 7, Lindelof 6. So that's the way I've done that. And Wan-Bissaka, Trent Alexander-Arnold, get in the fucking bin, mate, because Mr. Assist is here. That is, what, 2 Premier League games in a row? And Wan-Bissaka's clutching assists. That man has got it all. Like, trust me, this guy is coaching coaches on how to defend. He's that fucking good. So there's no problem with him on going that way. There's been some question marks about him going forward. It's obvious that he's been working on it. He's getting the assists. He's bagging them. He's doing the right things. Did I give him a rating? I haven't given him a rating yet. 9. I'm going to give him an 8. Reason being is because I don't think I'm giving anyone a 10 because a 10 is the fucking holy grail. It's the fucking holy grail. But I'm going to give him an 8. He played better than all of our back four, in my opinion. Then we get into the midfield. I'm going to give Matic an equal 8 to Wan-Bissaka. I think that guy has come back from the break and he's been absolutely superb. That fucking volley to set up the counter-attack for Greenwood was a joke. That was a fucking joke. He was absolutely disgusting. Running back, there was one point where the back four, Maguire and Lindelof got beaten. And he was there as well. What a guy. Loving Matic. Mopping up the gravy today he was. Superb. And you know, Pogba's and the Fernandez's and the Greenwoods will get all of the praise for going forward. But you need a Matic in that team to allow them to do that. So, yeah, superb. Giving him an 8. A lot of people saying he should have got a 9. I ain't going to disagree with you, man. You know, this is a positive stream. Seeing some really good ratings. Max is saying Wan-Bissaka should have been a 9. Max is saying Bruno 9. Matic 9. Pogba 8. George is saying Matic superb. Let's move on to Pogba, Fernandez. I think they were both superb, and I think you could give them both a 9, in my opinion. However, I've given Matic an 8. I'm giving Pogba an 8 as well. I think Pogba has more. He just has this link up with Fernandez, which I just fucking adore. Like I said at the start of this stream, this won't be the last time you hear Pogba assist, Fernandez goal. I'm telling you, Fernandez is the key to unlocking Paul Pogba. And if we've got an unlocked Paul Pogba, that's the key to unlocking a lot more fucking players in this team. I'm giving Pogba an 8 today, but I just think that overall impact on this United team is incredible. And I'm going to give Fernandez a 9 because he bagged the 2 goals. He should have got a hat-trick. He hit the post. Incredible. Again, that would have been assisted by my man Paul. And sick. Martial, I'm going to move on to the wingers in a second, but Martial, I don't want to be too critical of Martial today. You cannot criticize a striker for not being in the game when the midfielders are bossing it. Sometimes a striker will have a game like this where he's struggling to get in because he's being marked, but everyone has fucking space around him. Not going to be too overly critical of Martial today, if I'm being honest. What more could he have done? You know, he was making the runs. He wasn't getting the ball because the midfielders had a lot. It was tight in there. It was tough. In games like that, all you can do is drop in, you know, be a target man, lay the ball off, and just hope that your midfielders are going to pull through. So I'm going to give him a 6. I don't think he was particularly bad today. I just think he struggled to get in the game. And I'm not going to down credit someone for just, you know, being marked out of a game when everyone else is flourishing around you. Different story if we were losing the game or whatever. But yeah, I just wanted to say that really. Greenwood for me gets a fucking 9 for me. I don't give a fuck. Look, Fernandez gets man of the match, but Greenwood gets a fucking 9. Worldy goal, and that when the teams. How many fucking times have United played teams like Brighton and struggled to break them down? When you've got a fucking madman like Greenwood that can do what he did and unlock a team like that, we were always going to win that game from that point on. So that goal is fucking so understated and underrated. Greenwood gets a 9 as well. The goal was vital, says George. Pankaj is in the house. Bruno 10, De Gea 7, Shaw 8, Pogba 8, Rashford 7. I'm coming on to Rashford. I'm saving him for last for a reason. Jay Hart predicted 3-0, and that's what he fucking got. Nice one. Greenwood is so scary, Dedrick. Mark, what match was you watching, George? Greenwood become a superstar. I think he already is. I'm actually going to give Rashford a 5.5 today. And look, this is not me trashing Rashford at all. I just think there's there's so much more to Rashford than what we saw today. I think he really struggled to get into it, and I was actually really disappointed in his aggressiveness in the attack. There were so many times where I thought Rashford got the ball and he could have really run at defenders, and he decided to pass back. Just played a little bit negative, if you ask me. I actually thought he was, out of our starting 11, the player that underwhelmed me the most. However, Rashford has a fucking high ceiling. He's just a little bit out of form since coming back. No discredit to him. Superstar. And this Rashford, Martial, and this was my biggest compliment I could have paid Rashford. It was against Sheffield United, where I don't think he played that well, and the man got 2 fucking assists. That goes to show you the potential when you've got out of form players that can still have major impacts on this game. I think Rashford may have had an impact on his game. The reason I'm giving him that low score is I think from his high standards, he played fucking nowhere near it. The substitutions I refuse to rate because I just think that the game's dead beyond that point. But if I was to rate Pereira, I doubt he'd get single digit. But that's, look, I retract that statement because that's needless negativity, and we don't need that. We need to jump on this bandwagon that we are. How fucking, look, comments, man, all of you guys, how confident were you going into this game? Were you as confident as I was? Because this was the first time in a long fucking time that I genuinely sat down with a cup of tea and watched Manchester United, relaxed, chilled, and just enjoyed it. I just enjoyed the ride. And that's been a long time for me. A long fucking time. And it's got to be for all you guys as well. Williams 7 did well when he come on. I like Williams. I really do like him. It's got a really good future. Fred Watch fucking never come on. Yo, I like Fred. I really do. Style of play is so much better. Manager gets a massive. We're rating managers every game now, and the manager gets a massive fucking 9. Reason being was any other manager in the fucking world, I swear, wouldn't have played Greenwood today. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer deserves all the credit for bringing Greenwood through. I don't give a fuck. Look, Greenwood has got the talent, and he's pushed himself into that position, but any other manager we would have had, Jose, Greenwood would have been in the fucking bin, mate. I'm really happy with Solskjaer at the minute. I thought he picked the same team. He picked the strongest fucking lineup, regardless of fatigue as well. And that's huge. He's basically gone out there and said, look, Fernandez, I know you're fucked, but I know you can do a job. I want to see the Pogba link up. I want to see you pinging this ball. Can you do that for me? Fernandez has obviously gone, yes, I fucking will. You Norwegian fuck. And pulled through. And I love that as well. I love that. And then rest him. I know he's on a hat trick, but give him that little bit of rest. Perfect. Let him get that 2 bang. And a certain fucking Ross Harrington has him in his fantasy Premier League team as well. So fucking touche. Brighton are a bunch of farmers. They're a bunch of farmers, absolutely true, that smashed a really famous mid-table team that we're all aware of called Arsenal. Redknapp is a melt. What was he saying? I actually don't mind him. However, fingers him out. Let's go with it. Need to get a Bruno shirt soon. Don't we all need a Bruno shirt soon? Bruno's a fucking man. 6 wins left. Yeah, well, this top 4 is our bag. I'm just really excited for the cups coming up. Really would like to see us get some silverware out of this season. Look, this is no fucking surprise to any of us United fans. Like, the media and the the pundits are advertising this as Manchester United's big revival since coming back from lockdown. This form turned way before lockdown. This is not a 3-match unbeaten streak. This is like, isn't it like 15 or 16? I may be off on the figures there, but this started prior. This team was on to something, and now we have a fully fit Paul Pogba. We don't have a fully fit Rashford yet, from what I'm seeing. But when we get him back, fuck me, this team is disgusting. Now I've got a question for you all, guys. I've got a question for you, because although it was brilliant, was it perfect? Do you think that, given fuck transfers for a minute, was that our ultimate strongest 11? Is there any changes that you would have made to that 11 if you were in charge? Started when Bruno came. Remember the burning last? Yeah. But in all competitions, it's a big win streak, and fucking Fernandez's stats, man. Fernandez's stats. Nicolas Pepe in the bin. Fuck off, Nicolas Pepe. Get in the bin, mate. You're shit. They spent so much money on a piece of shit. We fucking haggled our bollocks off for the GOAT of midfielders, in my opinion. The only midfielder that can rival Fernandes in the Premier League right now is a certain PP. Paul Pogba. Yeah, not for this game, though. I'll just swap Williams for sure. That's fair. I don't want to drop Greenwood with Sancho. No, me neither. But also, I want to push Greenwood so fucking hard, man. I genuinely think this fucking kid, man. Defence has little to do. Sorry for the yawn. It's coming, it's gone. I don't want to drop Greenwood with Sancho. Nah, man. I don't either. I really don't. I think it's a silly move. Silly move. This Greenwood kid, man. Trust me. He needs to go to the fucking Euros, but that's a separate note. We do need more depth. We do. But Max, we got fucking Sanchez coming back soon. Fucking way. I still think we've got another gear yet. 100% Dedrick. This is the crazy thing. We're cranking. We're cranking up, but we ain't there yet. Greenwood will be a superstar. I hope so. Way more potential than any lad I've seen come through in a long time. Wait till Rashford's firing as well. 100%. Rashford, the left-hand side's looking a bit... this is actually mad. How 4 years, I think I've been watching Manchester United be left-hand side heavy. All of a sudden, Wan-Bissaka, Greenwood, we're firing down the right-hand side. All of a sudden, this left-hand side's getting neglected. Beautiful. Jones, Rojo, Smalling, and Sanchez. I have to keep beating those in front of you one at a time, 100%. So, can I ask comments? Because I'm not a fucking oracle. I don't know everything. I don't ever profess to. Who's our next game? I think we're playing Saturday, is it? Ryan Latif, we should go back to the 4-4-2 Fergie days. Are you not liking the formation though, dude? Because I actually thought that was all right. Like, I really like that formation. When he cover, this is the issue actually. So you worry that when a big injury to Bruno could affect the team. However, like to think there's enough creativity with the Pogba. I actually really like McTominay when he come on. George and Dedrick, Bournemouth at home. So we're back home. Got the crowd behind us. It's looking good. Things are looking good. I'm really happy. Really fucking happy. We've done What do you do for Villa? Do you know what I do for Bournemouth? Sorry, you don't change that fucking team. Yo, you got 5 substitutes, yeah. Fucking use them, kill the game off like you've been doing. That's what we've been doing day in, day out. Play the same fucking team. If Fernandez is fucked, take him off at half time. I want to see him starting regardless. It's just too good to watch. Too good to watch. How many fucking years have we watched Manchester United play like the worst fucking football ever? Van Gaal tried. He couldn't get the football out of him. Jose Mourinho, you're in the bin, mate. You're the worst. The football. Look, we're all gonna come off once. Once I finish this stream, and you're all gonna fucking do it as well. We're all gonna watch that counter-attacking goal on Twitter over and over and over again. We're gonna go to sleep. We're gonna wake up. We're gonna watch the counter-attacking goal. Back to sleep again. Late for work. Watch the goal again. Trent doesn't have much to do in these remaining 6. Hopefully not. Hopefully not. It's mad though that the Hayes still got tested. He still got tested and he still come through. All the players are shining right now are the ones that Jose thought was shit. So true, Jay. So true. If Jose had his way, we'd still have fucking Lukaku up front right about now. Sanchez on the wing. Greenwood on loan. Sounds horrible, doesn't it? No Bruno. Sounds horrible. Come on, Jose was way better than the good old Jimmy Moyes. He was, so I'll give you that, because David Moyes is absolutely the worst. But, yeah, he was the worst. David Moyes was fucking awful. I've never known a manager to get sacked in interviews. If anyone gets injured, you'll see the difference and drop down in quality and style. Jose, Louis Moyes. Disagree, Max. I flip Louis Van Gaal and Jose. However, Ollie, bigger than all of them. Banter's in the house. Elite team. I've given my player ratings. I said it earlier. I'll say it again. Pogba, assist. Fernandez, goal. This will not be the last time you hear this. It's going to happen every fucking week, in my opinion. It's actually how fucking stupid Paul Pogba makes a layoff to Fernandez look. How stupidly easy he makes that look. That's not fucking easy. Honestly, I'm going to say this for the Fernandez's goal as well. Fuck the deflection. We'll forget that. Fernandez weren't even there when Pogba passed to him. Literally had to, he weren't even there. Such an underrated assist that, because it looks like a side pass. It's the same with Aaron Wan-Bissaka. That forward pass to Greenwood was fucking unbelievable. That's a right back threading needle, pretty much. It takes a lot of guts and confidence and a manager. This is key. And I don't want to sound like I'm dissing Jose here, but fuck him, prick, grey-haired twat. If Aaron Wan-Bissaka tries that pass under Mourinho and fucks it up, he gets hammered. They go on a break. Mourinho's furious. You can't lose the ball in key areas. You need to stop doing that. Play the possessions. Ollie has given them players. Make that fucking pass. Make it happen. I've said this a billion times, and this is a real key point for me. Real key fucking point. I could not give a fuck if Bruno Fernandes and Paul Pogba lost the ball 400 times in a game making forward fucking passes. Honestly, I will never, ever criticise, moan when I'm at the ground, or get pissed off with any player making creative forward passes. Paul Pogba fucked a diagonal ball off, fucked one up, going across the field. The fact of the matter is, he's a guy that can get his head up and actually fucking even have the brain power and capacity to do that. What did I think of Luke Shaw? Look, I really like Luke Shaw as a player. Doesn't mean I rate him, but I really like him. I think Luke Shaw has had a slow start back, which is very Luke Shaw-esque. However, Mike, I thought he was a lot better today than he has been the last 2 games. I think he made a really key effort to make overlaps on Rashford, which is what we've been needing. So all in all today, I thought Luke Shaw did okay. A lot better. He went from our most critical player to it's quite sad how Fred just fell up for our third midfield sub. I would address that actually. Fred is still a major critical player in our team. right? The fact of the matter is he doesn't get in our best starting 11. That does not mean you're not a critical player in that team. Paul Pogba gets injured, Fernandes gets injured, we're relying on Fred. It's so easy to get injuries throughout the season. Squad rotation, Fred's got a huge part to play. He's a good lad. He works hard as well. Fred needs to stay in this team, if you ask me. You cannot, and this is key, you can't go out and buy Van der Beek and expect him to sit on the bench, and then you start getting real issues with team harmony. You need the players like Fred that are happy to sit on the bench to a point, but can still produce quality when they're on the pitch. Look, it's not going to be to the levels of Paul Pogba, Fernandes, but he can produce quality. I'm glad people are seeing what I've said all year regarding Fred. I disagree, George. I'm not slagging Fred off in no way. Darmian, Schneiderlin, Depay, Rojo, Falcao, Di Maria, awful signings. Depay, don't know. Maybe unfilled potential there. Di Maria, didn't work. Prick. Falcao, such a shame. Such a shame. I actually loved Falcao, but it's just such a shame. Louis Van Gaal's best signings, Martial, Romero, and Herrera. So true. Romero, I'm really pleased you included him in that, Max. Goes really understated. Fucking unreal signing, if you think. Didn't we get him for nothing? Joke. Jose's best signing, Bailly, Zlatan, and Matic. Matic is his best signing on reflection now, which is mad because he was the signing that we all hated. Like, you know, fuck me. But I know, like, I went to Man United's first game that season when Matic played, and I forgot who he played, but he was next level. I think it was Leicester. He was so good. Good midfielder off the bench. Fred has a great part to play on the plane. Fuck off. Fuck it. I read out Fred this. I could have just ignored it. He brings that energy off the bench. Di Maria and Depay weren't bad signings. Like the video. Cheers, Mark. You're a geezer. I'm going to send you that thing, Mark. Trust. I'm just lazy. Banter. What is his good attribute? Joe, what signings? Worst signings, Mkhitaryan and Sanchez. I still, to this day, hold Mkhitaryan as the worst player I've ever seen live at Old Trafford. Yeah, 100% actually. I don't know if it's just the game that I watched, but I fucking, is it Burnley? When we went 2-0 down and Lingard clutched 2 goals back? Maybe that game, but he was just so bad. He was the worst player I've ever seen at Old Trafford. In United shirt. De Gea is back. Romero can piss off. Yo, Romero can never... De Gea's like the GOAT, right? But Romero can never piss off. I've got so much time. I've never seen a man that's so happy playing fucking 5 games a year. All right, credit where credit's due. He's probably living in an 8-bed mansion somewhere, so he can't be that pissed off. But still, I love him. I love him. And I think he pushes De Gea just the right amount. Van Gaal signing, that's Martial. Yeah. Do you remember when Van Gaal was in the press conference hyping Martial up, saying, I've got a player, and when he comes, you don't even know who he is, but when he comes, you'll be ready for him. And then 50 million down the drain, Tony Marshall, we know the rest. What happened to Mickey? I don't know, apparently died. Di Maria came for the money. I'm probably being harsh on Depay. He's a good player, but didn't suit the Premier League at the time. Yeah, maybe not coached right either. I actually, Max, I don't like to disagree with you guys a lot, and I really appreciate your opinion, but I'm going to disagree. I actually thought he was so suited to the Premier League with his physique, stature, composure, set piece taking. I just think he was mismanaged and put in a shit team. Fair enough, Ross. I'm sure out, mate. Can't take the fella, but keep close eye. I just don't want why he always plays backwards. Williams for me and plays short. That's fair, Mike. Appreciate that's your opinion. Not going to disagree. We've all got players that we don't like and players that we like. I keep my eye on him. I'm patient with Luke Shaw. Maybe it's because he's English. I've got a bias for English players. I'm English. I can't lie. I don't think it's a bad thing. Mickey's on loan at Roma. I thought he was dead. Shit. That's why I hate number 1. We need a better left back. Yeah. I dread to so I have to take my Luke Shaw's English hat off here and say, actually, imagine what we'd be like if we had an informed Patrice Evra down that left-hand side. We'd be fucking cracked. Wouldn't we, Elite? Goat press conferences. He's very rash picking up silly yellow cards. Yo, it wouldn't be a fucking Man United game if Luke Shaw didn't pick up a yellow card. Which left back would you buy or you content? Alphonso Davies. Yeah, potentially. There's a few left backs that we could pick up. I tell you what, Inter Milan have a fucking worldie. What's his name? Ashley Young. We could always go after that Ashley Young at Inter Milan, to be honest. You probably get him on the cheap. I know he's towards the end of his career, but he could do the business. He could really do the business. Yeah, honestly. And as well, like, it keeps gives the birds something to aim at when they're shitting over Old Trafford. Hakimi, I don't know what that means. That's a player, I'm assuming. I don't know. Again, guys, I'm not going to pretend to know every fucking player in the world. I've never heard of Hakimi. But hey ho, that's why I need you. That's why I need the comments. I don't know everything. I'm just a twat sitting in front of a camera. Young's looking solid down in Italy. He would do, mate, because they're all 70 years old down there. It's a team full of OAPs. Hakimi's a god. Tell you why, because I play Football Manager and I've never signed that guy, so that's why I'm struggling with him. I'm going to end it there. We've gone a bit off topic, but it's so easy to do when we are in such good spirits. Again, we get to live another week after the back of a United win. Fuck me. I've forgotten what losing feels like. So bad it makes me hiccup. I'm going to end it there. I've really enjoyed it. Comments, you've been fire. Fire as ever. I'm about to lose my voice as well. Only 4 people have liked the video. That's upsetting. Don't worry, I've liked it myself. 5. Winner. We're back Saturday. We'll do preview halftime. We missed that this week. My fault. Blame me. No one else. Enjoyed it. Mike, Geezer, Max again, Pankaj, everyone in the comments. I'm going to try and name you all out. Mark, Ryan, Jay Hart, George Carl, Beck, Dedrick, Red Devil 20, Max, fuck it, Elite, haha, banter, fuck it, you class of 2 people, Max again, fuck it, I'm waffling, get this man off stream, see you later.